Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Real Scapers here, freshly coming at ya in 2015 with a new podcast. That's right, freshly. That's a new word. That's trending as of now. Hashtag now trending. I'm here with John, Ben, and Callum. Stop laughing, guys. All right.
Hashtag no trending.
Or should I start
Real
again?
Scapers, now fully organic.
All right. Okay. All right.
No, that's good. Let's do this. Continue.
No, I'm rolling. I like it. That's a keeper.
Cool.
It's bueno.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, we're back with the podcasts. Excited to talk about the new updates coming into RuneScape as of, onward from February. And I guess we'll just jump straight into it.
Yep.
Callum, you want to start us away?
So, Demon Flash Mobs are getting a bit of a update. They were released, I think, last year sometime. Yeah?
Last year or 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago, something like that. So basically what Demon Flash Mobs are, they're like a bunch of demons that spawn randomly through Gilnor, and you got to kill them. And yeah, that's basically the concept.
Yeah, they summon in like waves. You got to like go to the center, and like when you finally get to the center, there's like a big old demon, and you got to kick his ass pretty much. And then
Yeah.
that's pretty much how it goes. So yeah, and then it drops special items.
Woo! So basically the update is
So
you
they
get
just-
better... What? But...
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, no.
It's a bit late for that,
Interrupt.
Silas. You continue.
You already
know.
did. Go on.
You've made the interruption.
Well, it was a follow-on question anyway, and I don't
it was
even know
a
what I was going to ask now. Well, obviously you weren't going to make a very strong point, so you just handballed it over to me now, and
mate,
I don't know
I
what
was-
I was going to say. This is your topic,
would-
Callum. Stop trying to derail this. All right, get back on it.
Okay, fine, Silas. I'll tell you what they're doing with this update. They're giving you better basic drops with some unique additions, including tradable titles. I'm pretty sure this is a first.
Yeah.
Is that a first?
Yeah, I don't think we've had them
It's a
before,
first.
actually.
As far as I know, I don't think you can trade any other titles in game.
Yeah. So I'd be interested to see how much they go for. I doubt.
Well, does
very
anyone actually
much
know
on
how much they're going for? I mean, this update is out right now, so...
This is true.
All right, I'm checking the GE right now.
Well,
Find
the
out and I'll
GE price might not be accurate to what it actually is, but we'll see what the GE says.
Put
I
in an
mean,
offer
so-
for 100 mil, Silas. See what happens.
I don't actually know what to look up in the GE though. I mean, should I look up title?
Yeah,
Just not looking
I'd say look for
Frostborn.
the word title.
So okay, well the titles are the Frostborn, the Glorious, and the Executioner. So if you're interested in those titles, you can buy them or kill some demons for them. But they've also, this is what I'm really interested in, they're bringing out some new summoning familiars, and they're what they call it, they're demonic familiars. And when you summon them, you can actually tell them to while you're doing PVM, you can actually get them to kill something else while you kill. What was it?
It's
So
a
it's a
really
familiar that
helpful
attacks
thing.
things.
Yeah, so essentially, even if you're in an area where the monsters are non-aggressive, your familiar will continue to go out and attack new monsters so that you'll always have monster aggression on you, essentially.
Pretty much.
So it'll speed up your Slayer tasks where they're always going to come straight to you, they're going to attack you, so...
Pretty
And a bit
much
more
all
damage, of
are-
course.
Yeah.
And they've
You guys
got a
ready to
nice
hear that
area of
price?
effect, damage, special ability or something, which is pretty nice.
It looked pretty nice on the
What?
live stream.
So what's the price size?
The price of the demonic title scroll (parentheses executioner close parentheses) is 5 mil at present time on the GE.
Yeah, I reckon
And,
that'll crash heaps.
It all depends on how many
Yes.
people actually do the mobs and
And who actually wants
That's
the
true.
titles.
So
And
we
just-
don't know.
Just a quick warning, me and Silas literally got home last night from Europe, so we're incredibly... Silas hasn't slept, and I've only had a few hours sleep, so henceforth why we're talking strangely and slurring our words, and I'm... Yeah,
Even that sentence was ruined, but thank you.
yeah.
I think they understood by the end of that.
Yeah, so sorry
yeah,
for
it's
this, but
implied
John
jet
and
lag.
Ben are going to take the reins and really make this podcast the best podcast ever.
Ever.
Is that right, Ben and John?
Just
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see. Don't push it.
Yeah, let's just calm
We'll try.
down.
We'll try our hardest.
So people have
what's
actually
next?
requested, because these... have you actually seen the familiars in game? They look hella badass, and people are actually requesting
do.
them to be overrides or legendary pets just because they look so freaking awesome. They're like these giant manly butch demons. It's really weird.
Manly
I don't know.
butch demons.
Like, that's the only way I can describe it off the top of my head.
Giant,
So
manly butch demons coming to your neighbor.
And they
Yeah, I don't
follow
know.
you wherever you
Find in the
go.
back of a phone book in the seedy section.
Well, that's what comes to mind when I think of flash mobs is like demons actually like flashing their bits, like just. It's like ooh, woo. Anyway, sorry. That's if demons wore clothes.
And in this week's update, Jagex becomes an adult-rated game.
This is not a dating site.
It is now.
Demon. I'm assuming the demons would be pretty big. That's all I'm saying.
do you guys?
Oh my.
Oh, let's not. We'll just drop that topic there. Look at him.
I don't
Alright,
even want,
so-
I don't, please, no. I don't know.
no.
Visuals, no.
I think
no.
we need to blur out Callum's frame.
I can't. Okay.
All
yeah.
I can think of right
I'll just
now
put
is
like a
Little
blurry
Nicky.
bar all over his screen. Yeah, Silas.
Yeah, Little Nicky, where he's got like the bra on his head. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so will you
so-
guys actually play this update? Do you feel compelled to try Demon Flash Mobs now?
I feel compelled to try the new summoning familiar and seeing how expensive it is. Like, it could be like the Nihils where they're just like you think summoning familiar cheap, but then you get those things and they're like really expensive. So depending on like how expensive they actually are, I might be like, well, there's one spawning nearby, I might as well try.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
What
I'm
kind
not
of upsets me is like in the game filter, the Demon Flash Mobs gets filtered by that. So unless you have game filter off and want to get all the spam from everything, you can't actually tell when it's coming, which really upsets me. Because I think you should be able to pick what you do and do not want to see in your filter. Because I'm really
that would
interested
be
in seeing
nice.
those global events, but
So there's an idea.
Yeah.
Further diversify the options of what you can filter out.
would be my 2 cents. There's a Rune Lab suggestion, guys.
Rune Labs.
I mean,
Hey.
one thing is you do have there's a mini games tab now that tells you like what time the mini games are. There should just be checkboxes next to all of them. So if they have like broadcasts, you just uncheck it and it just like I don't
But I mean,
want
for
this
stuff,
in my filter.
that'd be good for sinkholes and stuff, which have regular spawn times. But
Yeah.
I think Demon Flash Mobs are not on every hour. It's just like a random
I think
time.
it's
on
I
different
think it's
random
15
worlds.
till every hour actually. I'm pretty certain it's to the hour at some point.
I don't think
mean,
so. I think
Wilderness
it's
Warbands
ran-
would be
it's random
okay,
on every
but-
single world.
Okay. I'll believe you until I Google it.
Okay, so I think we've thoroughly
Next.
covered the topic of demon flash mobs.
A little bit too much actually with Callum.
Sorry. Just thoughts running through my head. I have to express them.
Callum,
Right, we
I'd
can
love to
speak
know what
later,
your imagery would be on the lava strike worm or the wild worm.
I don't even want to know.
Demons and those guys go to parties together, man. They're like go hand in hand, you know.
Yeah, so who... should we just segue
so
into that
sorry.
one again? Or... Yeah, you know
so
what?
sorry.
No cuts. We're delirious with fatigue. I think the
They're-
viewers will enjoy the banter or lack
They're
thereof.
somewhat like intoxicated, just purely off sleep. And Callum's taking it a step further by actually having a beer during all this.
It's actually helping, strangely enough. You should have seen me before I had the beer. It's not good.
I remember my first beer.
So
Yeah.
the next
So, yes.
update we got coming out is the Wildy Worm and Lava Strike Worms. As many of you may remember, back in 2011, the Wildy Worm came out, and it was sort of a holiday event. And what it was a J-mod would basically control this thing on the wilderness. You'd go, you kill it, and it dropped. What was it? It was some sort of shark. What was it called? Do you remember?
Baron Shark, wasn't it?
It's something like that. But it dropped this really good shark and everything, and it was awesome. It was a cool update, and somewhat recently, I think it was on Reddit or somewhere, people were like, can we get this back? Because it was really cool. So Jagex decided to bring it back, and it's going to be an actual Slayer monster, which I think 94 is the level to do it. and they will be out in the wilderness. And I believe when on Slayer Task, you have the ability to get certain items which will turn a Staff of Light, Dark Bow, and Abyssal Whip into a tier 85 weapon. Degradable weapon as well. And the way that you repair these is by putting more of that object into it. So let's just say you want to use the whip one. I forget how many it is, but I think it's like 4 or 3 whips, and then you have like this one item, and then when you want to charge it up again, you have to buy more whips. And seeing as it's a tier 85 weapon, which is kind of interesting because that means, like, depending on the price of whips and the price of this item, like dungeoneering items are pretty much just like out the window. I'm not sure how expensive these Slayer items are going to be. I hope they're somewhat like the new... Oh god, what are those things called in the new Elf City, that Slayer Task? The things that drop the blood necklace.
Oh, Edamus?
Yeah. The Edamus, those things are retaining their price. Those are like 15 to 20 mil each for those blood shards. So hopefully these things retain their value, because they're a fairly good weapon, tier 85 from a Slayer monster. I mean, the weapons only go to 90 right now, and I know the difference between 85 and 90 is a lot, but hey... So, from this is something Callum will like, is the wilderness will become more active. Things will be going on. People will be out there for Slayer tasks, or just killing them and wanting these items, or just out there to kill. And hopefully, like, when you're on a Slayer task, you usually wear something kind of good, so it's going to really encourage PKers to go out there, because from what we've seen online, these things are a little bit of a tough cookie if you guys caught some of those BTSs. But, yeah, your guys' thoughts on the new monster coming out?
I think it's genius. I think it's great. I was really depressed when because when the Wildy Worm thing came out, whenever it came out, like last year or whatever, I was depressed, and I thought it was going to stay in game for entirety, but then they got rid of it, and I was like, what a waste of like development and an awesome thing. Oh, far out, man. I just cannot speak today.
I guess it just wasn't working at the time.
Well, like I said, it was a promotional thing. It's a JMod hosted.
It was awesome. Yeah. But anything that makes whips or staffs of light or bows, dark bows better is okay with me, because there's some because it's improving Slayer, and I think, to get those items, you need quite a decent Slayer level, and this is helping Slayer by hopefully will make whips cost. I think whips have doubled in price already. I think they're all 100
they're somewhere in the hundreds.
Rip John.
100, 200k.
John bought. Like, how many whips was it? Sorry,
I had 3,400 whips, and I bought them all for.
You're so kinky, John.
I bought them all. Oh yeah, 50 Shades of John.
Invite the demons over.
50 Shades of Brown.
Oh my god.
In his bedroom.
Hey, I'm in a new place. This is beige now, okay?
50 shades of beige.
50 shades of beige.
It kind of matches your hair as well. It's kind of nice.
You can't see me. And I'm so white, if I got naked and just got up against the wall, you probably wouldn't see me.
Picture didn't happen.
Not in this BTS. That's for a different video. Yeah, so I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about.
You had 3,400 whips?
Oh, yeah. And I bought them all for elk price. Because I just had a random goal. I'm like, I'm going to own 10,000 whips, because they were just elk price. Because I remember they used to be really expensive. Then they're just like, new update coming out. And then I sold them for like 110k each. So I made a pretty good amount of profit off that. And I had, like, no idea. It was pretty awesome. The update came out. They're like, use whips to, like, upgrade these things. I'm like, oh, okay.
For the people that don't know what the new whip does, from what we know is from a distance, it actually drags. So say you're fighting someone in the wilderness, it actually pulls the person towards you, which is just awesome. So for people that are doing, like, melee, like attack-based PvP, if you got like a mage that's like ice barraging you or whatever, you use that whip attack, and it's just going to bring you right back in there.
Come here, that sweet ass.
Yeah,
hey, this is... Sorry. Go ahead, Silas. I've been talking.
You got the other attacks there.
There's a bee. Hang on.
Oh my god. I really hope he gets stung.
It's a wasp as well. They're horrible. Sorry.
I think you're just so delusional.
I reckon it's a fly. It's totally a fly.
I'm not that bad, all right?
Okay.
Look, I'll take a photo of it just to prove it to you.
No, you don't need to take a photo of it.
In before he pulls his laptop off the table and he jerks away.
I love how you're like scared of it, but you're like good enough to like put your hand next to take a photo of it. Like, I'm gonna run away, but it needs a selfie.
Hang on.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Sorry, okay,
This
podcast.
is what
Yeah,
our
this
podcast
is really-
is turning into.
There's actually
Sorry.
a wasp nest at Callum's house, like above
Do you
his
not
back
hear it?
door. Just started living in the walls.
Listen to it. Can you hear it?
We don't hear it.
There's nothing there, Callum. Going insane.
It's probably just a mosquito familiar.
Oh my
You
god.
see?
Now you're just showing us the ugly interior of your house.
It's my food.
Gosh.
There's no food there. There's no wasp and there's no food. What are you doing?
Look.
We can't see a thing. You're wasting valuable time.
Oh, it almost stopped.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, you
So-
can cut this out.
Yeah, Silas, do you want to continue with the update?
What were we talking about? Whip?
Talking about the old Wildy Worm specials or something.
Oh, yeah. So, is it the bleed attack where if you move, it damages you ×2? For example,
That's
there's
already an ability. I don't know.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, with these new weapons that actually drag someone towards them, like that's a huge bonus for abilities like that.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Although
yeah,
with
so that's a
melee-
whole new dynamic.
The melee one, you've got to be in melee distance to hit them with it first. So I
Well,
guess if you ran away and then pulled them towards you, or you could.
That's possible, but I mean, at the same time, what you could be doing is you could use the mage attack. I mean, the special attack, you don't have to be wearing melee armor to do it. So you could use your bleed, equip a whip, use the special attack, then back to mage.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
heaps
do you
of
reckon
options. I'm
it
sure
can?
it'll
Do you
be
reckon it can splash or miss?
It probably could.
Yeah, of course. I reckon it could fail.
And what about? Do you reckon anticipation will stop that kind of?
Yes,
Bollocks.
because I think it
It's a
stuns. It stuns when you get pulled in, so I'm pretty sure anticipation, hopefully, will stop it. My first thought, though, when I saw this was, I was expecting like a new breed of lures, where they're all like, there's like 20 of them, and they're lined up like 5 squares apart. And from the beginning, as soon as someone pulls in, the first one uses a special, then the next one uses a special, and then you see this guy just slowly like, what the
The level 50 wilderness.
He's like all the way in the
Dude.
back of the wilderness. Just this huge conga line of people. Just
That would be
pulling
the
this
coolest
guy.
thing ever.
Let the record show that this is a PMod who's giving everyone luring tips for when the
Hey.
whip comes out.
I said new breed of lures, not do this. But I thought that was pretty hilarious to think of that. Like, all they need to do is just keep like doing adrenaline stalls and just wait for someone.
Not
to
even,
walk
or
in.
if you're in legacy mode.
True.
Imagine if it built up with like
That's true.
momentum, like the further you drag them along down this line of conga people, you can just
They
toss
just
them into
fly
a
off
lake
the
full
map
of
at the end of
lava.
the wilderness.
You
Yeah.
know what? I just kind of want to do that. Next time I stream and have like a lot of people, I'm just gonna be like, guys, I'm gonna stand at level 1 wilderness, all high levels. I just want you to drag me all the way to the back of the wilderness.
Man, I would love it if it somehow glitched and you went flying into like the dark part of the map and you just got stuck there forever, like on the corner of the map.
That'd be so interesting. Anyway,
What's this?
Sorry,
Is
is that
this
another
dance
sorry,
move
that was
style?
towards me and I was like,
the bee started going towards him, so he was fighting it.
Pushing it back towards Callum.
I'm not lying. It's a real thing, all right?
So that's how videos work. Like, oh, here, Callum, take this.
Thanks, John, man.
But from they released a Vine on the Abbey Whip special spec
Yeah.
thing, and you can actually grab them over like boundaries. So like, if, say that like you can drag them
Yeah.
over lava,
As
which
long
is
as
really
it's-
awesome.
As long as it's a floor boundary and not a wall boundary,
Yeah.
you can drag them.
They can't just
Yeah,
come
yeah.
through the wall.
I think that's so good. So you like those dodgy mages using ice barrage and stuff from like
And Callum's a
sneaky
bit salty
position.
about mages in the past. He's clearly got a thing against them.
I hate them.
Yeah,
I was
can
always
tell.
so jealous of not. Cause I never got ancient. I got ancient magic so late.
Council
Anyway,
Wars was such a pain back then.
I wonder
So does
what
anyone
the
actually?
new.
Nah, you go,
What?
mate. You go. Nah, you go.
Does anyone know the other special attacks for the dark bow and special and stuff of light?
I'm fairly
just-
sure they've been
that's
showcased. I just don't remember off the top of my head.
I know the bow is a shield bow, and I believe like what happens is like you get hit and you pretty much stand in one spot, and however much damage you take, it does more damage back. It's something like that.
Yeah, no, that's right. And I just remember the Staff of Light one as well. It's you have damage reduction. I think it's 20% for an entire minute from all damage styles, not just melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So will you guys play this? Will you go and slay lava worms or wildy worms?
Yes, very much so.
Full shizzle.
John, do you see yourself doing that kind of activity?
Yeah, if I get it as a Slayer task, I have a chance at that new item. I don't see why not. I think, especially being in the wilderness, so your tasks are going to be interrupted, I can definitely see this retaining some value.
What about PKing? Will any of you guys go PKing to look for people slaying the willy worm or lava worm?
Yeah, I will be.
I definitely will. I'll
way to be that guy.
Can we be like a group? Can we like gang up on some peeps? That'd be really funny. No. Oh, fine.
I'd rather. There's better ways of making money in the game. I can't be bothered like sitting there. I'd probably try to kill someone and then I'd just get owned by like a noob in full bronze. It's happened
before.
Invited
anyway.
Callum, I don't even exist.
You don't exist.
To me. No.
Callum, we're not even doing a podcast right now. What are you talking about?
Oh, that would actually blow my mind if that was the case. I just leave. I'm done. I quit. I'm quitting now. I'm done.
Official resignation from the Realscapers.
Callum, you keep saying Realscapers?
Yeah. Why are they called the Realscapers? That's
who is this Realscapers?
Yeah, more like
that DC.
Banter aside.
I know.
Moving on. Yeah,
Ben.
Yeah.
Dishonor Amongst Thieves.
Oh yes.
Is the name of a quest that's coming out this month. We've got Zamorak has assembled a crack team, including what's he got? He's got Nomad. I know he's got,
Yes.
and a few of those. You're right there, man. You're right there. You got the floor.
A crack team? Did you say
crack team?
Did you say crack team?
It's called a crack team.
Oh, okay. That's normal. Okay.
Not like a team of like people who source crack and smuggling drugs. That's not what it's about.
I don't know. They got dwarf weed and shards in game. I don't know. Maybe that's. Sorry, we shouldn't. I know. Okay, cut it from the.
I've assembled a team completely made of crack.
You know, it really does sound like it would be crack addicts comprising this team, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
have you seen Zamrock's face? He's obviously been doing something.
Look at the scales on his skin, man.
And his eyes are red, man. He's totally fried.
Now, not only that, it's a sequel to Missing Presumed Death. That sounds like some pretty crack addict behavior too. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Oh, and Nomad. Nomad's definitely done drugs because he has no hair. It's fallen out. Definitely something going on with him.
Okay.
This is going on.
Ben, you look pretty disenchanted with the current topic of conversation. Would you like to drag us out of this cesspit of nonsense?
It's pretty hard at this point, but I'll give it a squiz. All right, so we've got an expert team comprised of
crack addicts.
Expert crack addicts, such as Nomad, some of the Marjarat, and others. And essentially their plot is to steal the Stone of Jazz from Sliske.
It's a giant crack rock. Come on.
And shenanigans will ensue. Thoughts? Have you guys caught up on the Quest series?
Yes, I have.
Quest cake.
Still
got one.
Yeah, still unsure of what Sliske's ultimate plot is. I'm looking forward to finding out what actually is.
We don't even know if he has the Stone of Jazz.
That's what I was about to ask. So Zamorak seems pretty sure about this. It's kind of awkward if he gets there. There's no jazz. And isn't Armadil actually the rightful owner of the stone right now because he's killed the most gods?
I think so. I don't know. I'm not 100% on the lore.
But like, surely, like, how did he even steal it? Like, that would have been a big job. Like, surely, like, Armadil, like, would have, like, he's some scrawny little guy. How did he even do that?
He had a lot of crack addicts.
He's like, guys, this is the biggest.
It is. It's the most coveted rock in history. He who wields it has the power.
That's genius. That's totally. He convinced a whole bunch of crack addicts That's hilarious. They totally would have got it
Who
done
wields
too.
it? And doesn't
At least
crack
that's
make people
believable.
think they're immensely powerful as well?
I
Oh
wish
boy,
we
we
had
could go
someone
You've
down.
ruined RuneScape for me now. Like,
I
my
wish
whole
someone
life
who,
is
like,
a lie.
really knew lore really well was like in this call with us and just like, I hate all of you.
Oh, this is so not appropriate. Sorry, Ben.
More like some more crack. All right, that's the last
Anyway.
one.
Crack puns.
Alright, well, that's pretty much it. There's not really much to say. I mean, we can speculate, but I don't think that's really any of our forte, so... Shall we move on?
Yeah. It looks fun. It looks like it'll be a good quest.
Yeah. By the way, Dishonor Among Thieves, is this the quest Zamrock's heist? Or is this a pre coming to that? 'Cause
I believe it is pre-cum, yeah.
A pre
Okay.
coming.
Because I remember them talking.
Do we
about
need to bleep
quest.
that out? I'm just wondering for legal reasons.
Bleep
Probably.
that out. We're having a whole conversation about crack, and you want to bleep that out?
Yes. So okay, I just wasn't sure if they renamed Zamrock's heist or something. Also, I like how in the picture they just have some dude in full rune in front of Zamrock. Like, really? Like, I got this, guys. Don't worry. Anyway, coming up, Double Experience Week, and Silas, bring us in.
Oh, that's me. Well, yeah. So Jagex are hosting. Is it their second or third Game Blast event? I think it's the third one. Live
It's the
charity.
second 24-hour
It's the
stream.
second
I'm not
24
sure.
hour, but I'm pretty sure they've done the Game Blast before, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember the original one went really well, and then the second one was was when Jagex invited people to go in and play in the studio and help with the live stream and raise some money, which was really great.
Smooth
Calvin and I
segue.
got
Was
to
that
go
you
in there.
guys? There we go. There it is.
Yeah, the plug.
The plug.
Yeah, no, look, it's for a great cause. It doesn't really need that much of a follow-up. Everyone knows the Game Blast weekend is double XP, and it's for a fantastic cause. So, get involved.
Definitely.
I'll be going for Max
Oh, well, what are you
Cape.
guys going to train? Yeah, what are you guys going to do over the double XP weekend?
I'm going for Max Cape. Fingers crossed. I've got 5 skills left to go.
You're gonna
And
try
I've
to
got-
get 5 skills in the week?
Yeah, but I've got bonus XP in all of them. So hopefully, until then, so I'm going to train until obviously then. So I'm not going to stop now and then only train on the double XP weekend. So when I get to the
Efficiency.
20th, I'm just going to spend the entire time awake. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and I get Max Cape. Did
would
that make
be-
any sense just then?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
100%.
You're
You
good,
know,
you're good.
well done. That was like the most sensible thing you've said all day.
In my entire life.
And we've got John and Ben who are already maxed. So what are you guys going to do?
I'm probably just gonna be doing Slayer for the most part. I'm slowly and surely going to 120 Slayer in my time. I got like 40 mil right now, so I just want to get that done with because that's an awesome cape. I love it. So, and I
Yes.
also slowly getting 10,000 yak hides from that trader, and gonna use those on shards or charms.
Wait, 10,000 yak cards from what trader?
You can just get 1,000 a day from that one trader.
I didn't know
Silas.
that.
Yeah,
There you
you buy them for like 40 GP each from a trader. He's got 1,000 pretty much every day. So if you're looking for a yak hide, Silas, you could buy them from that guy. And he cut out like hard.
Yeah, you're an expert on on leathery items. You got the whips, the hides.
Everything, man.
Hangs out with
Just
flashing
come to me.
demons.
Before we digress,
Ben?
I mean, I would like to talk about what I'm going to train on double XP weekend.
Go
Silas, what are you going to train over double XP
on. Yeah,
weekend?
Silas.
I'm not interested. Sorry.
Oh well, I'm so glad you asked. I will actually be training my hunter. So there we go.
Thank you,
Now,
Silas.
moving on.
How about Ben? What's Ben training? Come on, Silas.
Dungeoneering!
Yeah.
To get that 120, huh?
That's the one.
Get
I'm
close.
like, I don't know, 19 million experience away, so should be able to get over the double XP weekend.
Not
We'll
bad.
see what happens, eh?
Good luck.
That's actually pretty easy to do.
Yeah. Well,
What he said.
You are you going to be a little noob and leech, or are you going to be legit?
I'll do it legit, you know. Unless John's going to
77,
guide my
man.
lead. Yeah, we'll see how we
Respect.
No, I'll be.
Can I leech off your?
I probably won't be on much. Sadly.
go. No,
leech off
no, Callum.
Can I leech off you guys?
No.
All right, come on, energy high. Player
I like it.
suggested combat changes. Who's excited?
I hate
I
players.
Oh yeah.
Instantaneous attacks, please. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, this is going to be an amazing update simply because of just so many things bother me. Like when I click on a minion and then I use an ability, and because of its tracking system, it attacks the first minion that I was currently attacking because it has that pre-targeted. Because I technically haven't hit the other minion yet, so it's not my new target. So they're changing it so instantly when you click on another thing, it's like bam, new target, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And not only that, when abilities come off cooldown, like normally you'll see like the little timer spin around and then it'll flash and then you can use your ability. But with this update, as soon as that timer finishes and hits the top, there's going to be no flash. You can use the ability pretty much right then and there. So that's going to be amazing.
Man, it's going to make things intense. Like, I already have enough trouble fighting people in the wild with all the timers and flashes and adrenaline going off, trying to make sure I eat. You know, everything's really insane. With these instantaneous attacks, I feel like it's just going to be a spam fest of abilities, which is kind of cool in its own right, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Any combat and anything that you're looking forward to with this? I
Well, I'm just
I
happy
feel
that they're
a lot of
making the
PvM.
game more responsive overall. I know we've seen them sort of do this kind of treatment with the bank in the past, whereby you click and it withdraws straight away and you can swap things. So it looks like they're just going through the game bit by bit and just removing their spaghetti code and sort of making it faster, more efficient, and just nicer to use.
Definitely.
I'm
Yeah,
kind
well
of looking
put.
forward to them making number of monsters to be made aggressive again. I think that's really good because it's
That is good.
especially when you're doing Slayer and like there's like was it a Fire Giants? Did they change that again? I'm not sure with those ones because I remember
saw
when
them in the
Fire
video.
Giants, because when Fire Giants were aggressive, that was awesome because you could just click one and just kind of just chill back for a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
You
to
know,
be
The
fair,
stupid
with-
dogs would get you. God, I hate those
Oh
attack
my
dogs.
gosh,
Man,
I know-
those things
I know what you're
freaking...
talking about. Those were annoying as hell.
That was like the biggest troll from Jagex.
That brings me way back, man. That's like
I know.
back in the
back in the day. That was like my peak. Like that's when I had like my most fun, I reckon. When I was doing Slayer. Oh, that was having a little nostalgia.
Was it fun? Yeah, yeah.
go back to 07.
Yeah, Callum, you
Yeah.
can play old school,
Yeah,
Callum.
Callum.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
You play
Go
old
escape
school
to the
RuneScape?
future.
Yeah, take your tears to old school.
Well, I feel a little bit of like tense coming off you guys. I'm feeling, is everything okay? Like, you guys cool? We cool?
Something an old school player would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of like you guys, We're bringing the bonds and the GE in, so
Oh, we
Whatever.
are we?
oh,
we are. Yeah, I'm an old
Oh, I
school
see.
player.
So
You're
I'm an
part
old
of those
school
guys
player.
now.
The
Alright.
transaction has been
Alright.
complete.
Yeah.
I logged in a couple of days ago, and I enjoyed it.
Do you have a party hat on Old School RS?
Everyone has a party at old school RS.
Yeah, but you don't, do you?
No, I don't. You're right.
Yes, I knew it.
I
There's
have like
literally
I've got
tens
one.
I have
of
like-
thousands.
I have like 30 Santa hats though. What
We're
up?
so impressed.
That's
And full
respectful,
rune.
man.
And full rune. I was still logged into the rock crabs though, doing some training on those rocks.
Just think about
This
your
is
characters,
like
Callum.
riveting conversation right now.
What do you do?
I know.
What are you doing
So-
with your hand?
I'm hitting a rock with my rune scimitar.
Scimitar is the correct.
I'm gonna have to
correct.
blur that out. Sorry. So yeah, that's gonna be a super amazing update, and I'm looking forward to it. That's all I have to say.
Yay!
So we're not going to go into the whole Solomon's promotions, are we?
But Valentine's Day, man.
Oh, the wings. The wings, they look cool. Whatever. They're nice. I actually only like one of the new, or two of them. I like the ethereal ones, and I like the silver ones. I'm not too much of a fan of, the other ones. No offense. You know what? The Fallen ones do look kind of cool though. If you're going for that real Angel vibe, I think I dig it. It's just the Gem one that I don't really like. I'm sorry, whoever designed it. No offense, nothing personal.
We've just lost our relationship with Jagex now. Thanks, Silas. You've really screwed us this time.
I guess you could say our relationship is on the rocks.
Hey, you're funny.
I know. It's a hard life. Now, what else do we have here?
That's it. That's done.
That is it. We've done.
What about Rune Labs? You know, Rune Labs is now open, as everyone knows. Now, did we or did we not agree that we would each suggest an idea to Rune Labs?
We did agree.
We can all suggest one.
Not to Rune Labs, but just to each other right now, so we can ridicule it.
Just to kind of talk about it. Sure, go ahead.
Okay, who wants to go first? Shotgun or me?
I think Silas should go first.
Silas should go first. He was already.
Okay.
Where's the PowerPoint presentation, Silas? We know you've been thinking about this for a while.
You really put me on the spot here. Okay.
It's not like you had hours.
You know what? I would like it if you were able to model and skin your own items, as in do the textures and everything for them, in maybe a ready-made client by Jagex or your own software, and then just submit it for voting on by other players to see if it gets submitted into the game as a real, like, as a part of RuneScape. Yeah, boom.
But can't you kind of already do that? You could just make one and then just like put it on Reddit or.
Yeah, but it's a specific avenue, like catalyst for just items and stuff that you would put in the game, rather than like farming timers and other ideas that everyone just chucks in Rune Labs. So people can physically like look through the items and kind of like in Solomon's store out layout and just vote on what ones would get put in. And then maybe even the designer gets like a 0.01% of all the sales of that item in Solomon's store.
Hey. I reckon that's actually pretty cool. I reckon they could probably have it in Rune Labs as well. But it'd just be its own thing. You can still vote on it.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool. That'd be really cool if you could actually put pictures up on Rune Lab and show your stuff.
It's not the most original idea, like they do it in some other games, but I thought it would be pretty awesome to do it in RuneScape. What about you guys, anyway?
I reckon my idea is it's really a good one. It's actually doing really well in the Rune Labs. It's a timer for farming. I did that one. Just so you know when your trees are ready and stuff. That's
Get out.
Idea. It's
Hey Bowler would be offended trying to take credit for his idea.
That's
his or her.
That's me. That's my account name.
Oh, okay. Zap.
John's just shaking his head, being like, "Why do we listen to this guy?" I actually have no suggestions because I feel like anything I suggested will be ridiculed. And yes.
No. I saw a suggestion on Rune Labs, and I'm fairly sure it was from you. It was from Zap. You were the remove EOC guy, weren't you, Callum? Bloody 07.
Bring back 2010 skate, man.
I recognise the name.
2010 skate, man. Bring it back. I also added the. Yeah.
Should get over to come say hi to the viewers.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Hang on.
Meg.
Yeah, okay, just shut up. Meg, say hi to people.
Meg.
See, we'll put the thumbnail is Meg here, so the most misleading thing ever.
Hey.
G'day, Meg.
Ask for Meg's thoughts on the Demon Flash Mob update.
That BTS just got 50,000 views, guys. Sorted.
I hate you guys. Shit. I'm done. I'm so done. I am so done.
John, what's your Rune Labs idea?
I actually posted this a while ago on Twitter as a joke, and someone actually made a post about it. And pretty much I just said how cool it would be to have use bonds for pizza. You could buy things from Domino's and other places with bonds. And then I saw today someone sent me a message. It's it's a thing. So I was like, fuck yeah.
That would be fantastic. And it just charges it to Jagex's account.
Pretty much, but you have the bonds. It's prepaid.
That's awesome.
Someone else. So
that's freaking awesome.
I would love that. Someone posted that, and I'm just cool. I like that.
I like that too. It has my support.
I know.
Yeah, no,
You could
we
actually
can't
just
hear you,
stay
Callum.
on RuneScape
Damn
the
it.
entire time.
I was hoping
I
we would
know,
just
you
pretend
don't
that
ever have to
Callum, we
leave.
could hear what Callum was
don't.
saying. Be like, oh yeah.
You could actually
Might be the
have
whole
your
time.
computer set up next to your door, so when the delivery man comes in, you can just open it and just be like, "Yeah, cheers."
No, he
Like-
can just slide it through the mailbox, a slice at a time into your mouth.
It's getting weirder and weirder.
I'll have a slice of that. My name's Zap.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
What's wrong
Just
with
cut that
what's
out.
wrong
Just
with my
cut that
name?
out.
No, what's wrong with my username? What's wrong with that?
why did you imply that there was something wrong with it by the way I said it, Callum?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Some
wanna fight
deep-seated
about it?
issues there.
Underlying.
Me, you, and the Jewel Arena are out now. Let's just.
I
battle
don't
it out.
know. What are you trying to? I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah, I'm totally just gonna scam you. Millions of
Uh,
GPs.
Well, it's been nice chatting. Now, what else we got
Ben
here?
want to give his idea?
Oh, well, I kind of suggested mine earlier. Just if you can select what you want to filter and unfilter in your game
Oh
notifications.
yeah, you did.
Because I hate seeing spam from combat and pickpocketing and stuff, but I really want to know when demon flash mobs are on because I want to participate.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you could like cancel out actual people that achieve things. Like, I don't want to see Ben 10 achieve this. So when just for example, if Ben happens to get 120 dungeoneering, I don't care and I don't want to see it.
Well, at least we wouldn't even
I'm
need
done
to
here.
block
I'm
Zap
done.
out.
All right, so Ben's crawling into Ben. He's going to.
Hey.
As we can see, he's like nonchalantly rubbing his ear now. Now he's
Yep.
getting up, looking at
Is
the
that-
computer. Oh, he's coming! There he is.
Is that the Mona Lisa on your wall, Ben?
It probably is.
Yeah, the Moaner Lisa though.
The Moaner Lisa.
Yeah.
Anyway, so before this gets any more crazy, I think that wraps it up for February.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. It was definitely a great month. We had a good time, and we will definitely see you next month. We're gonna try to be doing this every single month now that Callum and Silas are back in Australia. We can be all together and time this out orderly. So yeah, if everyone wants to say their goodbyes or just look weird, that works too.
Thanks for putting up with us. We're pretty crazy today.
Yeah,
it might
sorry.
not be the best quality listening, but I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you. I'll talk to you next time.
If they wanted a laugh, they probably got a few.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we will catch you next month. Adios.
Adios, goodbye.
Ciao.